WSK Supermaster Series, Lammers and Skulinov on the front row of the grid for the final. The 2021 WSK Supermaster Series races into life. Lammers leads down into turn one as the CRG of the Russian gets hung out to dry big time. Skulinov back to third, to fourth, to fifth. He'll be sixth if he's lucky. As they go through the left-hander, turn three, there's the CRG. He is indeed in position six. He's got a big job as he sits in beside Emmanuel Olivieri in the Formula K kart. A clean start here, relatively speaking, for the 60 mini category. Lammers leads. Sharovsky, great start by the pole. And we're looking for the Tony kart of Jimmy Helias as well. He's got through nicely after starting out of grid 9. Olivieri ahead in the Formula K kart as Jeddah Skulinov picks off the first one. He's back into fourth behind Kian Fardin. Lammers leads across the line for the first time. Nothing will be decided here. It will come down to the last lap. I promise you that. Sharovsky in second. Fardin from Switzerland looking for his first WSK victory here this afternoon. Behind the Paralin is Kian Fardin. Sharovsky did this throughout the heats. He had the speed to make the move, but he knows it will come down to exactly what I told you, the last lap. He will wait, he will in fact try and push Lammers away so they can sort it out amongst themselves in the dying stages. This is akin to watching international cycling. The peloton, at the moment, they're all grouped from first to about 17th or 18th place. Lammers from Sharovsky, Kian Fardin, Skulinov. From the outside of the front row of the grid, he's back to fourth in the CRG. He is quick though, the Russian. And I remind you that Dmitry Matveev from Russia is the reigning WSK Supermaster Series champion in the mini category. Look at that, Sharovsky not making the move, pushing Lammers away. They're working together. They're from different teams, but Sharovsky knows how it works as Skulinov does not wait and passes the Swiss driver Kian Fardin. Olivieri follows him through. Martinez also looks good as Olivieri runs off the road. Can he make it stick? Just. He still holds on to the place in the Formula K. Tiziano Monza comes to play as well, the Singaporean in the Sauber Kart Republic. Sharovsky and Lammers pull away. Look at this further back in the pack. Big lock up, big time. Matthias Oruela and Christian Costoya. The Spaniard from the back of the grid last week to finish fourth. He's not having a good start to the final this afternoon. This is the end of lap 3. 7 now remaining. Lammers leads from Sharovsky, Skulinov, and Kian Fardin. And again, Sharovsky still will not make the move. Kian Fardin, there's the Swiss driver, 14 driver. In fourth place, Skulinov sets about catching the two leaders. This may spoil the plans of Yannick Sharovsky. Lammers down through the chicane. There'll be 6 laps remaining as they cross the line this time. Gets sideways coming onto the straight as Lammers makes a slight mistake. 14 baby race, that gives Sharovsky hope. Down into turn 2, now will he make the move for the lead? Skulinov will have seen the dust fly as well. The CRG is catching them. Sharovsky tries to push Lammers away. He did this yesterday consistently throughout the heats. Will not pass until the dying stages of the race, but he may not have a choice if the CRG catches him. They're pulling away the peloton. Can they catch Lammers from the Netherlands, Sharovsky from Poland? Half race distance at the end of this. We'll check the gap. Not between Lammers and Sharovsky. You can see that for yourself on the screen. But between Sharovsky and the Russian Skulinov. 7/10 of a second from the Paralin back to the CRG. Down through the chicane. They come across the line. This is where Lammers will be nervous. He made a slight mistake there 1 lap ago. No problem this time. They, in fact, extend away from Skulinov. So the tactics working. Skulinov in no man's land. Kostoya, the fastest driver on the circuit, but he's stuck back in 8th behind Olivieri and ahead of Jimmy Halias and Nicholas Schaufler. Skulinov is losing time. This is why Sharovsky won't make the move yet. Olivieri runs off the road in the Formula K. His chances are disintegrating as the laps go on. If he does make the move, he knows that Jaroslav Skulinov, the fastest qualifier in the CRG, will close right back up into the hairpin again. He'll push him down the straight. The CRG and then the peloton. Monza, Martinez, Fardin, Olivieri, Kostoya, Halias, and Schaufler ahead of Dries van Langendonk in position 10. Again, another fastest lap for Christian Kostoya, the Spaniard, in position 7 now. And they pull away from Skulinov. The tactics working. Lammers and Sharovsky. Either of these two drivers will win the race or it will end in tears. Skulinov losing time, driving the wheels off the CRG, praying that the two Paralins will come together. With 3 laps remaining at the end of this one, they're 5 wide further back. Fardin, Kostoya, Olivieri, Halias, and Dries van Langendonk, along with the East KS of the Austrian Nicholas Schaufler. Into the hairpin again, he won't pass. Skulinov, and then we wait. Monza, Martinez, and Kian Fardin. Now 3 laps to go. This is a nail biter. Again, he's nervous coming onto the straight, but Sharovsky pushes him. NASCAR bump draft style here at Adria. This is fabulous to watch. The gap officially, you can see 0.06 of a second, and Sharovsky shadows René Lammers. He's the WSK Euro Series champion. He won the WSK Champions Cup. His parents, Jana Mariška, nervously biting their fingernails trackside here at Adria. Into the sweeper. The track is 10 meters wide. It is undefendable. But when the driver in second doesn't make the move for the lead, it doesn't matter. Janek from Poland knows exactly what he's doing. The boy from Zandvoort in the Netherlands lives just a stone's throw away from the circuit that comes back onto the Formula One World Championship calendar. This year, for the first time since 1980-something, Lammers leads with 2 laps to go. Watch the move from Sharovsky. Here's an opportunity. It's time to go for Janek. It's like watching the closing stages of Le Tour de France. This is a nail biter. Over the ripple strip goes René Lammers. Janek follows Jan's son René in second place. He looks over his shoulder. There's nothing there but fresh air. Jaroslav Skulinov is too far back to hassle the pole, and Janek knows it. He'll make a decisive move, possibly now. Lammers uses every piece of the racetrack. It'll be the final lap. Sharovsky will look to pounce. Paralin 1-2, the CRG back in P3. Sharovsky's lining him up. This is the last lap of the first round of the WSK Supermaster Series here at Adria. Down into turn 2, René goes right. He looks over his left shoulder. The pole is right there, René. He's going to make the move. Skulinov praying that it comes to grief between the two Paralins. Lammers leads, watch him go left. Stays in the middle of the circuit, looks over his right shoulder, out of the hairpin, around the outside. He'll run out of road. Now he'll try and cut back. René Lammers goes to his right, white lines it into the sweeper. Sharovsky pushes him. Now Skulinov is catching the two Paralins, but it's too little too late. Into the final hairpin for the final time over the ripple strip. He'll sweep around the outside, shunts the back of Lammers. Side by side down through the chicane. René Lammers. Will he do it? Sharovsky lines him up. We don't know who's going to win until we look at the live timing. René Lammers has taken victory by 0.04 of a second. Sharovsky across the line in second place and Skulinov in third. Incredibly, our 4